What is going on, YouTube? I am Seal6 Juliet, and today I'm going to be talking about The Evil Within, a game that I am very excited to play. The Evil Within is a pure survival horror game that is being made by Tango Gameworks, a Japanese-based game design company, and is being directed by the one and only Shinji Mikami, the father of survival horror and the creator of Resident Evil. It is being published by Bethesda Softworks, who teased it on Vine in April before releasing a live-action teaser on YouTube. The Vines were very vague and would only show a spinning record and twisted barbed wire, leaving the viewers to their imagination to try to figure out what they were trying to tease. Now, the game takes place in an asylum that is very twisted, dark, and full of horrible creatures. Your job is to fight your way through an environment that constantly changes around you to try to find out who's making all these twisted creations and why. Corridors, walls, and even entire buildings at a time will change. The environment is very detailed, the story is very well crafted, and your supplies are scarce. Every time you play the game, there will be different occurrences. It won't be like you walk into this area and they come at you from someplace and then you die and you're just like, oh, they're coming from there, so let's try going this way. They may actually come from that way, and you get your ass kicked again.
There she is. We have visual contact.
And another thing they said is that they have not decided what kind of save system they're going to use. They said that it might be, they're trying to decide between saving at will or a checkpoint system, because there are points where people will die and have to go back for freaking ever and have to replay it like a big ass section of the game because they made a stupid decision. The game itself says that it will be level based, but there are certain areas in the game where you will have to explore a little bit to find resources or things to help you progress in the game. So it is essential to explore, because there could be that one bullet that you missed out on and you could have used to finish off an enemy that killed you. There are many that say that this game is the actual successor to Resident Evil 4, which was released back in 2005. They believe this is so because many of the games in the genre have tried to re-inspire the feelings players got from Resident Evil 4, including Resident Evil 5 and 6, but few have succeeded, and Resident Evil 5 and 6 were not on that list. Now Shinji Mikami is back making games, and he wants this to be the last game that he makes in the directorial position, so fans are pretty excited. Now the story is that your character, Sebastian Castellanos, is investigating the scene of a mass murder with your partners. After he enters the asylum and sees what happened, he's knocked unconscious and dragged deeper into the asylum. He wakes up in a meat cooler and sees that the asylum is now very twisted, very dark, and full of horrible enemies. He has to try to fight his way through the enemies and to avoid traps in order to get out and find out what happened. Now, the game has not had a solid release date. All they have said is that it will be released next year for Xbox 360, PS3, PC, and the next-gen consoles, Xbox One and PS4. That is all I have for you today. This is Seal6 Juliet. Bye-bye.